Hey folks, Jessica here. So impromptu video day. I wasn't gonna do a video today, but then Flash Gala came along and a very good character came out with it. Spoilers, it's her. It's Swimsuit Illnott. I'm going to get her. I don't quite know yet if I want to spark her or if I want to spend one of my two links pick tickets for her because she is a seasonal character, so I could do that. But yeah, let's just jump into all the stuff that came out with this banner, and you'll see why I'm excited about her. So a few things came out. Swimsuit Ilnot's a big one, but also there's Swimsuit Tiamat as a summon, and then Summer Siegfried as well. We'll talk about all those other two real fast. So Siegfried, I checked on GameWift really briefly. I think he's a 9.4 on there, but his kit's all right. He's basically Vayne, Water Vayne. He is an Enmity Water character, so his one gives him, it's a nuke and it gives him jammed, which is an enmity buff. He also has a damage cut plus a fire switch, which is nice. It's a pretty small damage cut though, only 20%. And then he can also sacrifice HP to buff himself. He does have this thing that's kind of interesting. Caps incoming fire damage at 5k. Potentially could be pretty good for some fights. But overall, he's a pretty good character, I would say. Like, there's nothing wrong with him, but not like anything super mind-blowing. And then if we look over at the summon, Tiamat, the main thing with Tiamat is if she's a sub-summon, you get debuff immunity on wind allies at battle start one time. This is potentially also pretty good in certain fights. Not for everything, but there are probably certain fights where you would want to have access to her. But no, the character we really care about here is Swimsuit Ilnot. So just I want to point out before we get any further along, I really love Ilnot's character design. Like, I've always liked OG Ilnot, Fire Ilnot's character design, but Fire Ilnot, the OG one's okay, not like anything super mind-blowing. But but Swimsuit Illnot's a completely different story, and still super cute. I love her little tattoos. She's like a graffiti artist is her backstory with a lot of attitude. I love all the girls with attitudes, and girls with guns attitude, well, that's all the stuff I'm into. So her charge hack is Bomb the System. So massive earth damage to a foe consumes one piece to activate Peace Out. So Peace Out is her one. It is an earth damage nuke. It delays and it removes a buff. So it's a delay plus a dispel, which is, again, a very good combination of skills on one effect. But if she consumes a one piece, which is her stacking buff, it will activate twice. So it's a double dispel, double delay. That's, again, pretty good for some hard fights. So what's one piece? It's the stacking buff she gets from Nightpool Graffiti. She gets one piece whenever she's targeted by a foe's attack, up to 3 stacks. And again, she will auto cast this nuke on her charge attack if she has one piece. So that's pretty good. But the real reason you use her, Roaring Crew. So boost to all allies triple attack rate, bonus earth damage effect, and shorter effect. Consumes 100% of all allies charge bars. The duration on this is 4 turns. Let me give you some numbers. That triple attack buff, 100%. That Earth Echo, 30%. Does this sound familiar? Because it should. Because this is literally Alanon's 2. So, if you aren't familiar, Alanon is one of the Karma Evokers. Alanon, Nier, and Kame, and I just did a character spotlight on Kame, by the way, it's on the channel if you want to check it out, are considered the S tier evokers. They are far and above all the other evokers in terms of quality and importance and overall effect on the meta of their respective elements. Ilnot is Earth Alanon, based on the skill. This is pretty much exactly Earth Alanon, or exactly Alanon's skill. So that is a lot of reason to be excited about her on its own. But she also does a bunch of other stuff. So Fluorescence is her 3. Sharp hit to all foes, attack specs, and defense. Supplemental damage taken is also boosted, can't be recast. So let me pull up a browser window and we can see some numbers on that. So let's see here. Fluorescence. If this thing could be recast, then this thing would be this thing's already really good, but it would be absolutely nuts if it could be recast. So here's what it does. Here's a 50% attack down, 50% defense down, 100% double attack down, 100% triple attack down. Damage taken is boosted based on 1% of the foe's max HP. 30k. It's a 30k supplemental damage boost. That's a huge debuff. A huge debuff. Point of comparison, Miserable Mist, the one that pretty much everybody takes, that's a 25% attack and defense down. This is 50. And then beyond that, Fluorescence, its base accuracy is 200%. Miserable Mist, by comparison, is base accuracy 80%. This thing will pretty much almost never miss. You kind of see why she's pretty good, right? But there's one more thing that she does, and that is, let me pull up in the game again. Summer Prank. When Ilnot is main ally at battle start, 40% boost to Earth allies charge bars. Pieces are kind of clicking together, right? So if you're in a crew that uses the 30% charge bar battle start crew effect, which you should be, like honestly, does any crew not use that one? That's 30%. If Ilnot's front row, then you get another 40%, that's 70%. Then if you use any number of Earth summons, the one I would suggest is Uriel. You can easily get to 100% charge bar on everybody. So Uriel, if you weren't aware, gives you 30% charge bar on summon plus an attack and defense buff. So basically, if Ilnot's front row, you can just summon Uriel, and then everybody's 100% charge bar, and then you can immediately activate Roaring Crew and just go to town on the boss. Or if it's a shorter fight, like if it's, say, you're farming for United fight. Okay, but I'll just say, Ilnot is basically geared especially for United fight, both for farming meat and for actually doing like NM90, NM95, possibly even harder. And what I mean by that is if you're farming meat, you're just doing EX plus. All you need to do is activate Uriel, everyone's at 100% charge bar, and then you can just hit attack, and if your grid's strong enough, you're going to one turn kill the thing. So you can basically one button, one turn kill if your grid is strong enough with Ilnot. But if it's a longer fight, like NM90, NM95, then what you can do instead is, again, start fight, summon Uriel, use Roaring Crew, hit the enemy with Fluorescence, which is now giving them a 50% negative to their defense, in addition to giving you supplemental damage against them, and just go to town on them. So, like, that's 100% gonna be a strategy, probably a Luchador, whatever, or United Fight. Ilnot's just super good for that setting. That's why we're gonna get Ilnot. The main thing, though, is I'm not quite sure if I want to Spark her. Because, I mean, sparking ain't free, and I don't have much of a spark built up at all, to be honest. And really, the big thing is I don't really need a lot of stuff from this banner besides Ilnot. Like, Siegfried, nice to have, whatever. It's a limited character, so, nice to have. But Ilnot's the main one. I have all the other characters from this banner. I wouldn't mind a Summer Tiamat, for sure. Be nice to have in the toolkit, but not really essential either, as besides having in the toolkit. I believe the rate up weapons are World Ender and Cerastus. So World Ender, again, nice to have, but I don't really need it. Cerastus, again, nice to have, don't really need it. Carrick, I can always use another Carrick because I do want to uncap one of these all the way at some point. Shalem Staff would have some like situational use. Shalem Staff's not bad. I could use another Purifying Thunderbolt. Purifying Thunderbolt is Shiva's weapon, because I need one more to just fully uncap it. Galileo's Insight. Could use another Galileo's Insight, because that would let me uncap it as well without using Dama. Fallen Sword, I make fun of Dark Stamina, but I would like to have one fully uncapped Fallen Sword, and I have two, so, like, again, save me some Dama. Ixaba is always good. I don't really need another Eden, and that's basically it. So, like, basically, I want Ilnot, and then the rest of it, I could use some weapons, so I'm not super thrilled about sparking on it. I could alternately, though, use one of the Lynx pick tickets I have. So, we got two of these, and I've been saving them. I really don't want to spend them, but honestly, these let you pick, they're basically a sub-ticks, but also let you pick seasonal limiteds. And I think, yeah, Ilnot's on here, so I could trade for Ilnot, one of my Lynx pick tickets. And honestly, like, I got them for a reason, right? So I might as well just spend one. So I might do that. But I need to have a think. See, I'm not quite sure which route I'm going to go yet. I got another cheese tea, as is my thing. So I will stab this and then have a little think-see on what I want to do. Okay, I'm still thinking about the Lynx pick thing, but I'm spending some I have a bunch of like, single pull tickets. I'm like, yeah, I spend some. See if I got Rainbow Crystal. I did get Rainbow Crystal after like 8 of them. I wonder what this is. Is it Ilnot? Could it be? Dare I hope? We'll see. I hit record because you never know. Ilnot, is that you? Ah, it's a new character. Hey, a world ender. I'll take it though. Okay, I decided we're gonna just Lynx pick it. I can't bring myself to spark on this banner. There's not enough stuff I really need in it. So yeah. And we have 2. I only had 1 Lynx pick, I would further hesitate, but we got 2. There we go. Welcome home, Ilnot. Welcome to the team. You're hired. Welcome aboard. I love her design. I love her design. Okay, let me level her up, and then we will go beat some stuff up over it, because I'm sure you're all curious what she's like in action. Okay, my girl, Ilnot is all leveled up and ready to go. So let's take her first spin. We're going to start off by doing a 1-turn kill sep on EX+, because that's going to be super relevant real soon with United Fight looming. So the team is Ilnot, obviously, Siegfried because he does extra skill damage on charge attack, and then Ada, if you're not familiar, Ada, Octo. Octo is the samurai, therefore can double charge attack if you can build him up to 200% charge bar by the time it's his turn to charge attack. And I believe with Ilnot's bonuses, you actually can with just a Uriel summon. So the grid, this is basically 1-turn kill Highlander grid. It's running All Might Spear for extra charge attack damage cap, another Baihu Claw, in addition to Greatsword Andalius for further cap up, and it's all about cap up really if you want to try and do a 1-turn kill. The summons, as you might expect, Uriel is here, as I mentioned, because that's how we're going to get to 100% charge bar on everybody, and 200% on Octa. And then I'm running Relic Buster. This might not actually be the ideal choice. I normally use Relic Buster for a 1-turn kill set because Relic Buster skills let you get to 100% charge bar on everybody pretty easily. But we don't need that because of Ilnot. So could run something else. I'll just run Relic Buster for now because honestly this should be fine. Let's just jump into it and see how it goes. So Trial Battle, EX, Extreme. So the additional benefit of having Ilnot is normally you might use something like a Huanglong summon, at least before Relic Buster was a thing, a Huanglong summon to get to 100% charge bar, and that would lower your damage because again you're not getting the double primal summon, but because of Ilnot and Uriel getting us there instead, we can just use a double primal summon. So the goal here for Hit Start is to only use Uriel summon, attack, nothing else. So we're going to try and 1-button this. Let's see how it goes. I'm fairly confident this will work. Uriel summon, and then attack. Let's go. Decent damage so far. I love her charge attack. I love her charge attack. Decent damage so far. There's extra skill damage I was talking about. Octo coming in. I'm pretty sure we got this. Because he's gonna do it again. Easy. Easy. So the chain burst will take down EX+. And Siegfried did crit, but remember, we also have Silva back row, so Silva would come in and shoot him after the chain burst to do further damage. So I'm pretty sure this is a pretty stable clear, even if you take the crit out. So that was pretty clean. And if you aren't familiar why it's so important to be able to like do a 1-turn kill setup, it's because when you're in United Fight, you've got to farm a lot of meat, and EX+ is the best way to do it. And if you've got a team that can 1-turn kill quickly, then you can basically do this. You go into the United Fight battle, select your summon, and then all you need to do to get a bunch of meat and honor is summon Uriel, attack as soon as the attack starts, which is right now. You can hit refresh, fight's done. Just do that again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Get infinite meat. That's how United Fight goes. So that's why that setup is really, really nice. So there you go. Ilnot works great for that. But let's see how she does in a longer fight. Okay, for the next showcase, we're going to do something a little interesting. So I'm not quite sure the ideal setup for Lucha here, I'll be honest. Um, Narmaya, Slam Dunk. Ilnot, Slam Dunk, obviously. But I'm not quite sure who to run in the middle slot. I'm going to try Sandolphin here for a specific reason. The other character I was thinking about is Mahira. Now, granted, Mahira's defense down would be overridden by Ilnot's because Ilnot's is stronger, but Mahira still has an Earth defense down and attack up and Echo. Like, Mahira's just a really good character, a really good support character. That will still do a decent amount of damage because, honestly, the team's pretty juiced at that point. But Sandalphon does a crap ton of damage. But the big thing is, he's got that skill that element switches the boss to be basically water for 5 turns, and the Ilnot's debuff is 5 turns. So I wonder if I can just run Earth on anything really, if I can kill it fast. So I think what we're gonna do is run this setup, and then use this grid. This is pretty much a Meta Primal Earth grid. And then these summons, and then just try and lucha down like a boss that we normally would never take an Earth team for. We'll see how it goes. Back row is Silva for extra chain burst damage, and then Kame is always in the back row, because Kame is always in the back row. So let's try this. So what would be the weirdest thing to fight? Something wind, right? Because we'd be disadvantaged. So do I want to do like, do Neza. Do Neza real quick. This fight isn't going to be hard, it's just... We're disadvantaged against wind, but that's not actually going to matter, right? Because we're just going to annihilate... You know what? We're just going to pretend, actually. We're going to pretend we're dark. Yeah, we're going to pretend we're dark. Oh, we're in strike time. That will throw some of this ever so slightly off, but it's fine. So I will use Sandalphin's thing here, I guess, because I have to use it first. So Ilnot's going to eat up the charge bar here. Anyways, we will clear. Then Uriel. And then... Actually, no, don't do that. There's a very specific skill order. Okay, there you go. So now we can cast all the things. Actually, I should go ahead and change. So now you are water. So welcome to pain. Choose all the things. Then tag team this idiot. Oh boy. Remember, we are element disadvantaged here, technically speaking. We should be anyway. But we're about to just like beat up Neza and steal his lunch money, basically. So I guess then again we can do all of this stuff. Interesting, Quillen doesn't reset fluorescence. That's good to know. Yeah, we're stealing Neza's lunch money. Sorry, Neza. This is like, this person accidentally queued his Earth against Wind? No, it wasn't an accident. There you go, 2-turn Neza. Nice. But yeah, that's kind of wacky stuff you can get up to with some of these characters and some of these setups. Now let's do an on-element fight that's longer. Back after the cut. Let's see what Neza gave us. Not that Neza dropped anything that we're particularly interested in. Anima, I guess? Maybe? Okay. Next team. Vicky is joining us for the longer demonstration. So, I'll make the change I said I was going to make. I will switch out Sandalphon for Mahira, and for a longer fight, Europa specifically. Siggy, do you want to sit or what? For Europa, we are going to use Masquerade, which I don't actually use that much on camera, so this will be a good chance to try it out. Masquerade should work really well with Ilnot, because Masquerade wants to build everyone to 10 promenade levels, which you get to faster everyone triple attacks, and Ilnot's going to make everyone triple attack, therefore we're going to get there pretty quick. So you see how that works. Then other skills we're using, we want to bring a Clarity to remove Shorted, because having Shorted on is actually kind of annoying with Narmaya, since it would make it so you can't use her 1. Which isn't the end of the world, but again, we'll just use Clarity there. And then 2 to Tango, which is a dancer skill, because remember, you can use the base dancer skills on Masquerade, which lets you basically double strike on Jita for 4 turns. And then the goal is to build up the bounce chase, bounce. I have no. Bounce chasey? Not chasey. However you say that. I thought it was bounce chase, but there's 2 S's there. Chasse? Bounce chasse? Someone who speaks French, let me know. But yeah, that's the goal. And then we'll just jump right into it. Same grid as before, just swapped the Mirror Blade Shard into main hand and the same summons as before. So let's go heat up Europa. That's her name. Longer fight, so I'll give you some thoughts as well. And yes, I do have the mats to do this. Okay, here we go. Siggy's just happily purring in my lap. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, so this team and where to go. And we're out of strike time, so you get a more accurate example here. So first things first, we'll Uriel, then use Ilnot's thing, then clear the shorted. And we're not going to be able to assassin with... we're not going to want to assassin Narmaya this turn, we'll do it next turn. Just forget to debuff before I do that. Save her 1, since it is a delay after all. And use everything else. And then I guess I will use Bait Step and Twice to Tango. Or two to Tango, rather. And then we're just start beating face. Let's go. Obviously, hits omens aren't going to be too much of an issue with this setup. Not that there's any omens on this fight. Now Namaya can assassin. So actually, I should probably save her assassin for when she has a double strike, but it's fine. And let's go again. Yeah, this should go pretty quick. Do I have any one? I don't have any pieces yet since Ilnot's not been targeted, but I'll go ahead and delay. And do we really want to charge attack? Actually, Jita's ahead in promenade levels because she's double striking, so I might as well go ahead and use her charge attack. And away we go. But yeah, Ilnot. Like pretty much every summer season they release like 1 or 2 swimsuit characters. And like, whoa, that character's really strong. And I feel like Ilnot is the one for, out of all the characters that have been released so far, the one for this season. Do I want to charge attack on you? I kind of don't, actually. I kind of want to, yeah, I want to get everyone to full charge bar so I can do the double strikey thing. So we'll do that. Like, I think last summer, I want to say Mimlamel was the one that was kind of nuts, and this time it's Ilnot. I remember the other characters in the release. Everyone's 10 promenade. Let's see it. If you aren't familiar, bounce chasse. That's how you say it. Lets you double strike, so now the whole team's double striking and triple striking. Am I blinded? Why am I missing? That's awkward. I wasn't paying attention. If I am blinded, I should have just cleared it. But yeah, she's a pretty good character, it turns out. I just love her style so much. Look at this, Sticky. Are you having a good day, son? Are you having a good day, my son? Alright. So yeah, other news, Unite Fight's coming up soon. I'm not a fan of Unite Fight. I've mentioned this on many occasions. Okay, I do have a chance to miss. Clarity that garbage. Didn't realize that. She debuffed you. So yeah, United Fight's upcoming. I mean, I normally am not looking forward to United Fight, but I do feel actually pretty well positioned with my Earth at the moment. So yeah, kind of looking forward to this United Fight. Also, I've got all the weapons I need for 5-star Uncapped Eternals now, so I can just go ahead and get those little new Foundation Stones, which speed up my Arcarum Evoker farming. Though I probably should use those things to get the weapons, actually. I don't know, there's a lot of things to think about. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this United Fight. When does your bomb system, or whatever your thing you call, come back up? 5 turns. We can probably build a full charge bar on everybody by then. Get Narmaya her Echo. Build all the things. In other news also, I've got 200 of the fish shards, as you can see down at the bottom, for 6. So we're getting close to having enough stuff to do Transcendence on 6, and I will do a character spotlight when that happens, because man, talk about a grindy process. You know, I keep on complaining about this game being really grindy, and then keep on adding things that are like, huh, you thought you saw grindy, you've seen nothing. They just keep on doubling down on the grind. It's like, guys, come on. Come on. Does everything have to be this, like, months-long grind? Yes. I think is their answer. But yeah, looking forward to being able to transcend 6. I just need, I think I need 5 more fully uncapped rusted gauntlets. And then I need a bunch of halos, I think. Actually, hang on. I need, it's Earth and Water halos, right? So I need 14 more Earth halos, 15 more Water halos. And then I should have everything. I've got the Dama, I've got the gold bar, got all that stuff ready to go. I'll be honest, the thing that annoys me is the fucking, oh, you buffed yourself? Do you have any One Piece? I guess I don't. I will remove that buff. The thing that really super annoys me is the fucking gauntlets. Rusted gauntlets. And the reason why gauntlets and the rusted weapons annoy me is you need so many of them, right? You need 30 fully uncapped, which is 120 total, right? Or you could use steel bricks, which I have been doing, but I mean, I don't have that many steel bricks. So like that stuff's, that's a lot of stuff. We're doing assassin now, wait. That's a lot of stuff on its own, but in addition to that, rusted weapons were very limited value until somewhat recently. Because you used to not need that many, right? You need 120 of them. So there was a long period where people would, does her graffiti image change? I didn't notice that. I think her graffiti image changes sometimes to different images on Treasure Shack. I need to keep an eye on that. That's interesting. But the rusted gauntlets, the rusted weapons in general, you used to feed them to your crew's ship for points. That was like what they would have, what people would advise you to do. So like, chances are I probably have more than 120 rusted gauntlets, but I fed some of this stupid ship, which has turned out to not be a very good move. So that's a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So as soon as Bounce Chasse comes back, I can go ahead and activate that, because everyone's at 10. I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced Chasse. Chessois? Bounce Chessois? No, that's not it either. I don't know what it is. So I will go ahead and Clarity to remove that mist thing, then Bounce however you say this thing. And then we will activate Narmaya's Echo, I guess. And then just beat the crap out of this boss some more. Double strike though. The nice thing about that is also it lets you build back up the Promenade fast, because again you're tripling. Anyways, Narmaya's almost ready. So once Narmaya's ready, I can go ahead and use Ilnot spawn the system again. So I'm gonna hold charge hack here. Actually, no, I can't delay you, can I? Do that. Activate this as well. Get the blue pot. Not get a blue pot because someone apparently isn't full drum beats. Yeah, go ahead. Do it. Do it. See if I care. See if I care. Okay, and now we can activate Roaring Crew. Not bomb the system. I don't know why it's okay. Bomb the system is her charge attack. Roaring Crew is the thing that gets the triple. And we'll finish this boss out, no problem. Actually, we're about to have full promenade again, though. Squaw, however you say that, is not off cooldown yet. But 2 to Tango sure is. Man, we are pumping out the damage for this setup. I love it. If Darmaya's assassin comes up, I don't think it's ready. No, it's not. Clarity, everybody. I think Europe will be long dead by the time Narmaya's assassin comes up again. Long dead. Oh, she's got 1 pieces now. I guess she did get targeted by stuff. The double delay, double dispel. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Get out of here. There we go. That's Europa with Ilnot. Yeah, Ilnot. Ilnot's probably the best character of the swimsuit season, I would say, so far. She is pretty good. She is pretty good. Anyways, here, let me cut here and then I'll add conclusions. So you can drop me anything from Europa? Oh, hey! A zither. I don't know if I actually need another zither, but it's a zither. It's a zither, right? Yeah, zither. Zither. That's a very interesting word. So conclusions in Ilnot. Well, Ilnot, more like Killnot. She is really good. I mean, obviously, she is really good. I think the thing that's interesting about her is she's good in 2 ways, right? There's 2 sides to her. So, like, there's the one element where she's really good at enabling 1-turn kill setups for EX+. The fact that she can allow you just by being on your team to be at 70% charge bar and then get to full charge bar with just like an Uriel summon or any number of Ur summons give you 30% charge bar. There's a few actually. That's really powerful, and like I can't think of any other character that does something quite like that. But that's just one side of it. The other side of it is the fact that she essentially has Alanons too, which is one of the most powerful skills in the game, right? And I would say that that skill is actually even a little bit better on her than it is on Alanon in some ways. Because Alanon, when he came out, was considered one of the top Arkarma Evokers because of that skill. But it was Mimlamel, Summer Mimlamel coming out that really enabled him to be dominant in the meta. Because Summer Mimlamel allows you to essentially use Alanon's 2 on turn 1. Ilnot, on the other hand, can self-enable her too, because all you need is again one of those summons that gives you 30% charge bar, and boom, you've got 100% charge bar on everyone, and you can use Roaring Crew. But then, in addition to that, she's just really well set up for like medium length fights because Fluorescence is such an absurdly powerful debuff, right? 50% attack down, 50% defense down, 100% triple attack down, 100% double attack down, plus supplemental damage. And the fact that it's 5 turns aligns perfectly with the elemental switch on Sandalphon. So, I mean, you saw, like, you can take an Earth team into a wind fight, no problem, because of that alignment there. So, very powerful in that regard. And then in addition to all of that other stuff, she's not terrible in a long fight. So, the fact that you can't recast Fluorescence is kind of a bummer. But like Peace Out is pretty strong, and the fact that she will auto cast Peace Out, essentially auto nuke on charge attack, is powerful. But it's not just an auto nuke; it is a delay and it's a dispel. And if she's got additional 1 pieces, then it's a double delay, double dispel, double nuke, which is very strong still for a longer fight. So yeah, like I would say that Ilnot, Killnot is easily like the standout character of the current swimsuit batch of characters. Who knows? I mean, they might release another batch of swimsuit characters. before like the summer season's over. That might also be very strong, but right now she's definitely clearly the strongest one. And then one more important thing to note, I love her aesthetic. She goes from kind of cute and nerdy to smolderingly like cool, right? I'm always a supporter of that transformation for a character. Like cute and nerdy to smoldering badass is how I would describe like this picture to this picture. So yeah, big fan of Ilnot. She's great. Good luck to anybody if you're trying to pull for her. She would be a great addition to your guys' teams, and I pretty much guarantee you're gonna see a ton of Ilnots in the Earth United fight that's upcoming because she seems like she's exactly built for the things you want to do in Earth United fight. So yeah, good luck. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.